Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
Well, the girls' rendition of the Quincy Soccer Civil War has been a very lopsided affair for the better part now of a decade plus. In fact, Quincy High was looking tonight for its first win over QND on the pitch since the 1999 postseason. Here's all you need to know about this game. We were scoreless at the half. In the second half, QND with a fabulous opportunity for Jordan Frericks right here, but Alex Boyd is going to make it null and void. Phenomenal save. It's worth one more look because this turned out to be the play of the game and the only play that was really decisive. Scoreless tie is how this would end up. So QND and Quincy High finished tonight 0-0. Fabulous game, but again, no one scores and no one wins, which I guess is a victory for Quincy High going forward, considering their struggles against QND of late. Let's check the scoreboard as well. We had soccer tonight in Southeast Iowa as Holy Trinity beats Keokuk 3-0 on the boys' pitch. In golf today, Hannibal runs away with a quadrangular. 1 over par team score for the Pirates at 145, led by Cody Whiston, who was 2 under par with a 34 on the day. And Palmyra ends up beating Highland straight up today in a duel, but Chase Wilson of Highland was your medalist with a 39. Softball today, Central too much for Payson Seymour. It was Quincy Notre Dame getting 2 home runs from Kristen Gengenbacher to beat up on Rushville Industry 10-0. Unity and Liberty split 8-5 was the score in the second game. The first game goes the other way in favor of Liberty. 12-6 was your final there as well. Also today, Beardstown victorious, as was Illini West, knocking off Griggsville Perry. 11-2 was your final. South Fulton loses to Bushnell Prairie City Avon. 10-7 was your final as BPCA breaks through. And here's that Beardstown score today as Beardstown beats Lewiston 10-1. Miss Leichner with a home run in that ball game. Also, we had track and field today. Rushville Industry knocks off Illini West and Beardstown today, as you see right there from the girls' team scores. Let's move on now to Quincy High, Quincy Notre Dame baseball tonight. First run through in this one for new Quincy High coach Brigham John, I should say. His team could not have gotten off to a better start. In fact, best possible start in this game as Mason Fairley does a little trimming of the trees and hits a solo home run to lead off this ball game. His team actually led 2-0 after the first, but Justin Tallman settles in nicely after that rough first inning and would give up no more to the Blue Devils from that point forward, and his team would rally to support him. It starts right here. Great piece of hitting in this one by Zach Bailey, who would set the table in the top of the third. This double loads the bases, and then just things go Quincy Notre Dame's way. Wild pitch right here would score Blaine Wilson, who comes in from third to get QND on the board for the first time. They cut the lead down to 2-1. Then it's Mr. Tallman helping his own cause right here with a sacrifice fly to center. That ties the ball game up at 2 apiece. Jordan Chappell would step in as well, rip an RBI single to put QND up 3-2 at that point. They would stay up for good in this ball game. Dominic Miles adding this late RBI fister right here to make it 5-2. That's your final scores. QND beats Quincy High 5-2 to win the baseball Civil War. Also tonight, West Hancock traveling to Unity. Austin Hardy, you'll hear much more about him tomorrow on our Student Athlete of the Week feature. He looked awfully good on the mound here, swinging K to end the second inning and then a called K right here to end the frame. The Titans bats we're heating up big time in this one. Mr. Jordan Wyatt about to line a double right here to right center field. He would later score on an error, but it was that kind of day for West Hancock and unfortunately for Unity on the other side of things. Coy Dorothy about to add to the affair right here. The biggest hit of the day, bases clearing double that's off the wall. The Hardys would score. Paxton Harmon would score as well. All about West Hancock today as they win a 16-0 ball game to go to 4-0 on the season. Other baseball scores to pass along to you tonight. We've got Pleasant Hill falling to Carrollton 11-1. Rushville Industry sweeping a pair from Havana 4-3 in the first game and 8-3 in the second game. Illini West an 8-2 winner over Western. Also Triopia, no match for Nick Lonergan and Routt today. Over in Missouri, we've got Macon getting knocked off 2-1 by Palmyra. Canton all over Brashear today. South Shelby with a big day from Wyatt Proper as well in beating Atlanta. And Paris today, no match for Mark Twain, losing 14-4. Also today, Centralia a winner over Highland. 18-4 was your final in that ball game. Knox County a winner over Milan 5-2. And as I mentioned, Mark Twain a winner over Paris.